Thank you so much for watching Couple of Journeys. I am Rushali and we are in the middle of our Vietnam travel series. Today we are in Hoi An, which is in central Vietnam, and I'm standing right outside the iconic bridge here. This city is magical. It has been on my bucket list for the longest time, and in this vlog I'm going to tell you everything about what is it that you can do in this city. We entered the ancient town around noon and instantly fell in love with the vibe of this place. The ancient town is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and it's so unique. I loved the narrow lanes, the well-preserved shop houses, the ancient architecture, and just everything about this place. And to be honest, even if you don't visit any of the tourist attractions in this town and just roam around, you will feel like you've been transported straight into a fairy tale. It's so beautiful. So we made a quick stop over here to buy the entrance tickets to the old town. The tickets cost us 60,000 dong per person. But if you don't want to visit the places from inside, you do not need to buy these tickets. This ticket allows you access to the famous Japanese covered bridge, the assembly halls, old houses, communal houses and museums. There is a lot to cover inside the old town. This is the long list of places that you can visit. I'll obviously try and put a list of these places in the description below. You cannot take a scooter inside this area after 3 p.m. You have to either go walking or you have to go cycling. So right now it is about 1:45, so we are going to try and cover as many places as possible on the bike. We have right now come to a place called Tammy Coffee, and there are postcards here and there are these cute little souvenirs and the lanterns on top, and the decor is all pretty. And I'm obviously going to drink the famous Vietnamese coffee, which is delicious, and then we'll start our old town tour officially. Now we are going to go and check out one old house of Hoi An, which is very close. We have now come inside one of the ancient houses of Hoi An, which is a classic Vietnamese house. It is 220 years old. This man is from the 6th generation of this family house. The house is full of interesting artifacts and is a great place to travel back in time. So as part of the ticket, we get access to a few assembly halls. This is one of the biggest ones. It's a Chinese congregation hall. The house that we went to before this was Vietnamese. Now this is Chinese, and it just goes on to show how much of a confluence of cultures you can see in this small little old town. The next stop on our Hoi An sightseeing trip is a museum. Even if you aren't a history buff and you don't like visiting museums, I think you should visit this place for the beautiful views of the old town that you get to see from its first floor. We checked out the views, saw a few exhibits, and then had to rush out as we were short on time. We have now come to the most iconic spot in Hoi An, the Japanese covered bridge. This bridge features on the Vietnamese currency notes as well. The bridge is always crowded as you don't need a ticket to cross the bridge. The entrance ticket that we bought for the ancient town, however, lets us explore the temple on the bridge. This bridge is emblematic because it represents the cultural exchange between the Japanese, Chinese, and the Vietnamese people.
The last place that we visited using the ticket was the Calm 4 Communal Hall. It is one of the oldest communal halls in all of Hoi An, and the interiors are absolutely beautiful. It's a very serene place, but to be honest, there isn't enough information available for tourists. So, unless you are a student of history or architecture, I don't see much value in buying a ticket of the ancient town. You can simply check out all the places from outside.
We are now at the Kuadai beach in Hoi An. It is about 4 kilometers away from the old town. Since we had to take off our scooter at 3 o'clock, we thought of checking out the other amazing places in Hoi An. This beach is stunning, but unfortunately it is not swim friendly, so we just have to take a walk over here. But it's absolutely secluded, unlike the old town, which was super crowded. I thought this is also a great time for me to tell you a little bit about how we took the scooter on rent and where we are staying. So we have taken the Vision scooter. We got it for $5 per day. We got it from our hotel. We are also staying at present at the Karma Song Point, since we are members of the Karma group. Before we left for the old town, we filled up petrol, and the cost of the petrol is around 23,000 dong, which is roughly around 80 rupees. So everything here so far is quite affordable and very beautiful.
After that, we traveled a few more kilometers to reach the spectacular Anbang beach. We had no plans of visiting this beach, so we were obviously not dressed for it, but we couldn't help fall in love with the beach. There were plenty of shacks, lots of sunbeds, and if you love the beach, I think you must spend at least half a day here when you are in Hoi An. Our journey back to the old town took us via the most scenic route. We were surrounded by rice fields and we were traveling through these very cute narrow lanes against the backdrop of twilight.
So after that amazing afternoon at the beach, we have come back to the old town, and the place is magical. It's beyond beautiful, and I'm so glad I've come here. In fact, it is with this vibe that this place had always been on my bucket list, and we are just going to take a stroll around this area. We're also going to go for the lantern boat round, and to be honest, I want to just hold on to every moment that I spent here because it's just divine. It's stunning.
We stopped on the way for a quick rice paper snack. This lady was kind enough to make it vegetarian just for me.
We are now here on the lantern boat here in Hoi An. It's a 20-minute ride. We have paid 1,50,000 dong for it, which is around 500 rupees for 3 people. And the vibe is magical. Look at all these beautiful boats with lanterns in them. And once you're here, you can also take a candle, make a wish, and let it flow in this beautiful river at Hoi An.
We then quickly hopped over to the other side of the river to go to Morning Glory, a restaurant and cafe whose rooftop offers the best views of the old town. We walked to the famous lantern shops to get A classic Hoi An picture clicked. But mind you, getting this picture clicked costs money. You have to bargain and pay around 10,000 to 20,000 dong.
We have now come to the night market in Hoi An, and on one side there are all these beautiful things that are sold. Ceramics, wall hangings, artifacts, jewelry, and on the other side you have all kinds of food items, vegetarian, non-vegetarian, ice creams, buns, pancakes, and so many weird animals including frogs. Well, it's as lively as it can get on a weekday.
We spent some time at the night market. My daughter ate a crepe. I tried to shop for some paintings, and then we came back to the ancient town's pretty side.
We now come to this super famous place in Hoi An Old Town, which is called I'm not sure how to pronounce it.
It's basically a traditional herbal drink
It costs 15,000 dong.
and it's totally worth the hype.
So that's it from the old town of Hoi An and the nearby area. If you like this video, do give it a big fat thumbs up, share it with all your friends and family, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, because there is lots of amazing travel content coming your way. So stay tuned for that, turn on the notification bell, and I will see you in my next video from the Vietnam series. Until then, bye!
I had to quickly add this to the video. We have come to a restaurant called Single, which is about 1.5 to 2 kilometers away from the old town. And the reason why I'm putting this in the video is because this is the only restaurant in this entire area which is open and which is serving food. We were so lost in the beauty of the old town that we forgot to have dinner. And then at 9:45, when we started looking for restaurants, they were all closing down. And we realized that we are in a little bit of a pickle. So then we roamed around the town and we came across a number of cafes here. And the funny thing about the cafes here is that they don't serve any food whatsoever. They only serve you drinks. So yeah, finally after a lot of searching, we came to this place called Single. And they have just prepared some amazing freshly made food for us. And we are so thankful that this place is open. So if this happens to you, make sure that you come to this place, or at least plan an early dinner when you are in the old town of Hoi An.